Hello guys, welcome to this biology paper 2 prediction for GCE 2024 candidates. Okay, so usually as for biology paper 2, it consists of two sections. It has section A and section B. So as for section A, these are just short answer questions, meaning you need to answer the questions in short form. Do not answer them in essay form. So let's try to look at the topics which are likely to come under section A. So the first one which I have here, it is cell specialization. So under cell specialization, you need to know the types of specialized cells in plants and animals. Know their features, functions, and also adaptations. Then the next one, classification of living organisms. Under classification of living organisms, we can also say classification of plants and animals. Similarly, on this part here, you need to know the classes, the kingdoms of living organisms, the features of different living organisms, and their functions. Then the next one, nutrition. So as for nutrition, here, we are going to involve digestion. So under digestion, you need to know different parts of the alimentary canal, their functions, the enzymes which are secreted by different organs, those things. Then apart from that one, know the mode of nutrition or different mode of nutrition, like saprophytic nutrition and also symbiosis and also holozoic nutrition. Those things, need to know them. Then the next topic which is likely to come in your paper, and this one here, it is likely to come in your paper, it is dentition. You need to know the definition for dentition, the arrangement of tooth in different types of living organisms, the number, the function, and also the parts of the tooth, like the incisors or the general part of the tooth. You need to know. Then the next one which is likely to come in your paper, it is growth and development. So under growth and development here, they can ask you questions from germination. So you need to know the types of germination like epigeo germination and epigrowth germination. Those things, you need to know them. Then apart from that one, you need also to know the structure of a seed. Like for example, you need to know the structure of the main seed. Then apart from that one, you need to know also the definition for the growth. What is growth? You need to know that one. And then apart from that one, they can also ask you questions under growth in animals, like the life cycle of a mosquito. Those things, you need to know them. Apart from that one, they can also ask you questions under the life cycle of an housefly. Then the next one, this one usually comes on question 5 and doesn't miss in an exam. Guess this topic. It is just genetics. So genetics does not miss in an exam. It always comes on question 5 unless otherwise. So this topic, it is very important for you to know it. It is highly examinable. So under genetics, know how to draw the genetic diagram, know how to define terms which are used under genetics, like allele, genes, inheritance, homozygous dominant, heterozygous dominant, and so on. Then apart from that one, you need to know how to sort out questions under pedigree. So the pedigree diagram is different from a genetic diagram. This one usually comes from sex-linked characteristics. So those things, you need to know them. Then the next one, skeleton and locomotion. So under skeleton and locomotion, you need to know the function of the skeleton. types of skeletons, their functions, and examples. Apart from that one, you need to know the types of muscles, like the smooth muscles, cardiac muscles, and skeletal muscles, and where they are located. Apart from that one, you need to know the arrangement of vertebrae in the vertebral column, the types of vertebrae, the location, and the number of them. Like for example, the cervicum. This one is located at the neck region, and there are 7 in number. So those things, you need to know them. Then apart from that one, sense organs. On part of sense organs, you need to know examples of sense organs, their structures, their functions, and also the stimulus that they detect. Then apart from that one, the last one, which is coordination. So under coordination, you need to know the definition of a hormone, types of hormones, and where they are secreted from the ductal glands. Know the types of hormones and where they are secreted, and their effect on target organs. Those things, you need to know them. And let's come to section B. So on section B, the first one, which is going to likely to come in your paper, it is healthy. So healthy, so in this part here, they can also include immunity, which is immunization. Then apart from that one, the next one is going to be the soil. So under the soil, you need to know the types of soils, their components, and also their properties. You need to know them. Then apart from that one, responses. So on this part of responses, you need to know the types of responses and the function of auxins in plants. Know how to define geotropism, hydrotropism, and so on. And also taxic response. Then the next one is going to be reproduction. Specifically, as for reproduction, this one, it can be for the humans and also flowering plants. Then the last one, not by the least, ecology or ecosystem. So this topic, it is also highly examinable. Now let me just try to show you how to handle section B. Section B, you are required to write your answers in essay form. So now, how do we write the essay form? Suppose in an exam they ask you to explain why a bone is considered to be a living tissue. They also give you 4 marks. Now, how do you start? So as for this one here, you need to write it in paragraph form. The first thing, you're going to define what a tissue is. After defining what a tissue is, you are going now to give them the reason why a bone is considered to be a living tissue. So let me just help you. So you're going to say a tissue is the group of similar cells that perform the specific function. Then you put a full stop. So you need also to indicate the question number. If it is question 1A, you need to indicate question 1A. Then you continue. The bone is considered to be a living tissue because it contains blood vessels. Then apart from that one, you can also say it can be affected by diseases like the bone marrow cancer. Then apart from that one, it produces the blood cells. Then in addition, you can also include something like marrow tissues. Now, in terms of marking, they are going to mark you according to how you are giving them the points. They can mark you the definition for a tissue and also the reason why the bone is considered to be a living tissue. Those things they are going to mark you. Then the next one, if they ask you question B, like they include you explaining the types of skeletons, you need to include B, then you explain. So that is how we answer section B, which is the AC question. Now, on part of the AC question, if you are good at drawing the diagrams, you can also include the diagrams. They are going to be helpful for you because each diagram carries 3 marks. So once you draw the diagram with correct labels, they are going to give you 3 marks. And on part of the diagram, do not shade and also do not include the arrows. Now, how do you study for section B? Usually as for section B, you are required to use the syllabi, which is for biology. This syllabi is going to help you. Now, how do you access this syllabi? Just go on Google, type syllabi for biology, grade 10 to grade 12, PDF. Then it is going to come. Or if you don't type that one, you can just say ECZ syllabi biology paper 2. Then it is going to come. Or if you are going to have difficulties to download the syllabi, I'm going to include the link in the comment section. Now, how do you study specifically for section B? How do you study? Try to answer the questions on topics which usually comes on section B. For example, go on ecology. See the questions which are in the syllabi. Try to answer them before an exam. Then apart from that one, you can also go on reproduction. Try to answer different questions on reproduction using the syllabi and also using different past papers and so on. When they are preparing for biology paper 2, they just get questions from the syllabi unless otherwise. So thanks for watching, and if you're new to this channel, subscribe for more videos like this. Peace.